What is up, skate rats? So last night I got my new set of lockers that I'm going to set up right now. At the end of this video, I will talk about the conclusion about me and Grind King, and honestly, I'd stay tuned because at least personally, it's pretty cool what's going on. But I'm going to set these up and we are going to skate to start. I'm going to start by learning a new mini ramp trick, and then we're going to immediately jump right on the ledge and try to put down at minimum at least 5 grinds. Well, I'm getting pretty fast at swapping them out. So trucks are swapped out. Now, let's learn a new trick on the Mini. This is a trick I wanted to do for my video part, but the transition spots, when I got to them, it was quite apparent this was not going to happen there. But it's a combination of 2 tricks I recently learned. One is 360 rock and roll, and the other one is like a 540 pivot. It's like a 360 pivot revert. I'm sure you can see where I'm going with this. I want to do a 540 rock and roll or 360 rock revert, however you want to say it. But let's get started on this new trick. A little out of breath and I'm running a little late, so if I stutter, just go with it. Trucks are feeling great. You can tell they got some use tonight for sure. I haven't been on the ledge in 2 weeks, so nothing was technically like really a battle. We're talking 20 tries, 30 tries and less. The hardest trick was fakie back nose grind, which was kind of strange because that's a trick I have fairly dialed in, but I guess when you don't do it for a while. The one that was odd was front crook came like the easiest, and I did it the best, the most. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. We are going to finish up by explaining what's going on with me and Grind King. What's going on between me and Grind King is all good things. So I posted the last video, and it was very unbiased. It wasn't hating on Grind King at all, because they were great, you know, up until that point when the video released. And the thumbnail in the title definitely was clickbaity. And I said that, like that was one of the first things I said. So they dropped a comment on that video and then took it away. Now I still get the notification for it, and I still can see the first sentence of like an entire paragraph. So I didn't really know what the comment said. And then it was followed up by pretty quickly an email from Grind King with a phone number, and it said, "Call me." So I was a hair nervous that they were upset, but that's not the case. Honestly, Donald said I treated it very nicely and very amazingly. Now, I am 28. Skating still makes me feel like I'm a little kid. And I watch quite a bit of interviews, at least over the years, of pro skaters who were like Matt Berger was like, "Oh, when I was 12, Rodney Mullen called me." And I always like sat there and imagined like, what would it be if Rodney Mullen called me? What would it be if, you know, Daewon Song or whoever called me when I was a kid? And Donald gave me his number, his personal cell number. And we had 25, 30-minute conversation about trucks and metal. In the very beginning, it was very business oriented. It was like, I'm Grind King, I'm Donald, this is what I do, these are the materials I do. And after listening for about solid 5 minutes, I kind of was able to get out that I've been a metal fabricator for a very long time, and I know quite a bit about metallurgy. And then after that, it went from business to kind of personal, like talking back and forth, having a good time, having some chuckles. But the last sentence, one of the last sentences he said, is what makes sense to this meaning, like why I feel like a kid, was, just so you know, Cody, this is my personal cell number. If you ever want to talk trucks or you have any ideas, innovations, stuff like that, feedback, or just, want to talk, call me anytime. The adult in me is going to make sure I do not annoy Donald to death. But the little kid in me is really excited knowing that I could call Donald whenever I wanted to. So that's awesome. But to finish out this video, so it doesn't drag too long with talking, pretty much I got the exact same trucks as the last time. Donald challenged me to try to break them again. Now, obviously, that's not my goal. It's just from use, like don't hold back. If I do break them again, in a few weeks, the next order comes in from China to Grind King, and he's going to send me a pair of those. If I can break those, we didn't really necessarily discuss a bunch after that, besides if I keep breaking trucks in all of the same way, in the next version, like the next design, which he said comes out in 2026, version 2, will change why they're breaking, at least hopefully. Now I'll say this, if I break 3 sets and he sends me 3 sets, I absolutely have no issue buying. I believe his other trucks are Destructos. I could have that completely wrong. I haven't looked in a while. I have no issue buying another pair of trucks from him. They have been super great, super amazing. So the other part of the little kid in me, and if Donald watches this, he's probably going to laugh or be upset, and I hope not. Little kid in me is like, I'm Flo for Grind King if I can keep breaking trucks. Which, once again, I am absolutely not going to try to break trucks. But it's just a fun thought to think about. Have a great day and keep pushing forward, guys.